What's up, YouTubers? It is I, Brian Hicks. And today, we are going to play Balance the Original. This is Hunter Original Refurbishment, Part 6. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing you want to do, your first inclination is probably going to be to run the fan on high, which is kind of what balancing kits will tell you to do, is run the fan on high. Sorry, I'm charging my phone and my charger came undone. So anyway, most balancing kits will tell you that you need to run the fan on high, yada yada blah blah. I say no to that, at least at first, because you want to get the mechanical issues out of the blade system before you get weight issues out. And if you look at this fan, you can see that we have one blade that is normal, i.e., come back here, blade. This blade here is fairly normal, so we use that as a baseline. This one is too steep, but it may be lined up. You see how there's a difference? There's a bend there. See, this one's just low. It's normal pitched, and this one's a little bit steep, and so we're basing off of that one right there. So the first thing you want to do is I'm going to try to do most of this one-handed. Let's get your pitches correct. In this case, this fan's too long to do. The blades are too long to do this, so I'm going to have to two-hand it. So I'm going to set the phone down in a position that you can see me. Let's see, now which blade's which from this angle. So this one here is number 2. That's the good one. We're going to take the blade bracket. I'm going to bend it some that way, less pitch. We're going to take this one here, do the same, less pitch. The same here, less pitch. Goal for these is about 15 degrees. This one here is more or less there, maybe just a little bit up it needs to go. And then we're going to spin it again, let it run on low. And you can see that now blade pitches are fairly close. They're not perfect. Then charger came undone yet again. It's like the 4th time now. So I did another video earlier. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just totally unprofessional of me, but I'm not going to record this twice. Okay, so you can see that things are better now. And if you look at the Panama fan box, that box right there, you can see that some blades are tracking where they should be, more or less, and 2 are lower. If you look, you can probably see those. So what do you do to fix that? You just grab on and push up. And again, I'm kind of doing this one-handed, but that's how you do it, more or less. The Hunter Original brackets are very resilient. I've probably broken one in all these years by doing something like this. And I've got plenty more where these came from, so I'm not too worried. You don't have to be as aggressive as I am. I'm experienced in doing this, so I'm not afraid to screw up because I have the resources to fix it, basically, is what it boils down to. Okay, we're still a little low. I'm gonna push up on it here. I'm gonna have to set the phone down. You're just gonna push up and you're gonna see some movement. Push up until you see some movement, should I say. Then spin it. This one here is still a little low. Now that one's a little bit high now. Went just a little bit too far. You want to use flat palms always, because you get a more even distribution of your force. Need to adjust this one just a little bit more. And that's pretty close. Again, looking at the Panama box for reference. You see it's not perfect, but it's a whole lot better. Okay, now we still have a clock issue to deal with, but now you can run it on high and you can see, yeah, it still wobbles, but it's not as bad as it was. Now granted, we were running it on medium when the video started, so let's put it on medium and see if the wobble there is better. And I don't know if I said this at the beginning of the video, but the test subject here is a 60-inch 1987 Hunter Original. Apparently Home Depot only stocked these. Nobody else apparently had these. I guess Home Depot wanted to have something else, something that nobody else had. Okay. So we still got wobbled. And like I said, you'll notice that I did not run the fan on high up until I had gotten most of the mechanical issues out. And I've got a little bit too much pitch on this one blade here. So again, I'm going to grab it, turn it down just a little bit, spin it. The whole time I was talking and you were watching, I was looking at the video. I mean, looking at the blade brackets. And I don't know if it's because of the detailed person that I am, but I'm able to follow the blade brackets or the blades and compare them in real time and look and be like, okay, I can tell that one's just a little bit different. I've freaked out people before balancing their fans by eye. I can do that with a desk fan too, and you can't always get them perfect, but I can get pretty close. Okay, we've got clock issue here that I'm not really sure which blade to attribute it to. I don't know if it's this one here or if it's this one, but there is a slight discrepancy. And the way you test for that is you use a measuring device, and if my measuring device is where it's supposed to be, I will show you how I do my measurements. And actually do not use a tape measure usually. I use what's known as a grade stick. I got the old broken one in where it's supposed to be, but I don't know where the actual one is. But what you do is determine which blade is actually at a clock. You go to the corner of each blade. Some people probably go to the outer edge, wherever you want to be. You can either go here, somewhere like that. But you go from point A to point B, and you compare the distances between each blade. The one that has the, say this, in this example, we are this blade looks to be straight to us in this angle. You can't even really see it on the phone, but I can see it. If you look here, see how it's a straight line, but over here it is not. It's a very small difference. But you can see that. Okay, so again, you know what you do is you measure from point A to point B, but to determine which blade it actually is, say it is this blade. That distance with the angle that we have here, being that it's straight over here and not straight over here, you will see that this side over here will be further than this side. So you would say have 30 inches here and 31 inches over here. Okay, well let's move it and see what happens.